From the director of Independence Day, Stargate, and that one Godzilla movie comes a film so mediocre, it's no surprise you never knew it existed. When Warren finds out he was shafted out of his grandfather's inheritance, it's up to this British ghost puppet to lead him and his friends on a lively adventure through an old house to reclaim what was rightfully his. And that is the plot of 1987's Ghost Chase, directed by none other than Roland Emmerich. Also known as Hollywood Monster, the movie stars one of the most annoying and unlikable characters I've seen. He's played by Jason Lively, who you may recognize as Rusty Griswold from European Vacation. Also in the film is Paul Gleason, who you know as the principal from The Breakfast Club, and Chuck Mitchell, who is mostly known for his role as Porky in the Porky's franchise. I have to admit, I was pretty let down by this movie. It's really not bad, it's just incredibly decent. As I said before, the character finds out that his grandpa screws him out of millions of dollars of inheritance money when he dies because his grandpa is incredibly selfish. But then the ghost of his butler takes form in the body of a homemade movie puppet. The ghost then leads them to where grandpa died with his money. What doesn't make sense though is that he looks just like the weird dummy body he takes form into before he goes into it. Wouldn't he just look like a normal person before transporting himself to the puppet? Anyway, this character Warren, I think we're supposed to like him and root for him, but he is so unlikable. First, when filming scenes as an actor, he uses tongue in the kissing scenes after being told not to.
You did it again!
I don't know what it is. It's some weird reflex or something. I
have had it up to here.
Then he makes unwanted advances later on with the same girl.
But you're always afraid that someone's gonna take advantage of you.
That's what you think.
Well, I mean, you're part, of course.
Of course.
And you fall totally in love with me because I'm the only one who's really upfront with you.
And he also talks down to his friends like a major douchebag.
Oh, great, Lori. That's all the way on the other side of town. Come on, it's all right. We'll take you. Really? Yeah, don't be so sensitive. Look, can't you understand how important all this is to us?
Yeah, it's real important to you. You never think about anybody else. God, I hope you're happy.
Hey, beat it, asshole, before I help you break your breathing habit, all right?
And somehow, in the end, the girl who's been resisting him the whole time, well, they end up getting together and making out. Whatever. You know, it's a huge bummer this movie wasn't more fun, because I've always wanted to see it ever since I saw the cover art, because, well, it looks super fun. I love movies with puppets and creature effects, but this one with the British accent, yeah, it doesn't do anything for me.
Why did you make my body so difficult to use?
Body? What body?
Mind you, I still appreciate it. I feel reborn, except for the teeth. I have a little difficulty speaking.
Paul Gleason's character is the villain in that he tries to stop Warren and his friends from finding his grandpa's money because he was partners with his grandpa before he died, so he wanted to keep the money to himself. He is probably the best thing about this movie because he is so good at playing a jerk.
My ape is twice as big as the last one.
Wow. It's really impressive.
Yeah.
But the only thing that could really make this movie better...
This movie could use a little sex anyway.
Shut up, you little turd.
All right.
There's also a lot of E.T. being channeled in this one scene when the ghost dummy comes to life.
Warren? Is that you?
Oh, dear.
I'm not sure if it's in respect to E.T. or if it's blatantly trying to copy it. So the funnest part about this movie is probably when they get deep into their grandpa's basement and they run into his ghost in the form of some monsters.
There it is again.
Sounds like a stomach growling.
I think we've got a visitor, sir.
A visitor?
Help me!
And then he takes shape of an old medieval guard and a series of battles ensue.
I'll try to hold him off. Kill him!
I really don't have much to say about this movie other than it's just okay. If you're into these kind of movies, then I guess it's worth a watch someday, but don't expect anything too cute or funny.
Did I do something wrong?
Get your hands off me, you creep.
But, madam...
I said get your hands off!
And really, I can't stress enough how much I hate this Warren character. Listen to how whiny he is.
Do something, Fred! Oh, God, get him! Try him, Fred, please! Oh, that's the wrong way, Warren. Come on, Laurie, help, please! Laurie, help me!
And again, how he talks to his friends.
Who cares where you are? Just get your ass back up here now!
And then guess what? He gets the money and happy ending, right? Also, thank you so much if you made it to the end of this review. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment, as I'd love to hear your thoughts on this movie.